This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so what we were doing in the last sessions, we were creating a storage account. Under the storage account, there are 4 different kind of storage modes available. One of the storage mode is a blob storage. Another storage mode is a table storage mode. The third one is a file share and queues. So we understand the reason what purpose we are using a blob and what purpose we are using a table, file share and queues. I'm going to demonstrate how to create a blob storage, table storage, file share and queues. So first we will demonstrate the blob storage. So simply go to the Azure portal. So just simply log into the portal. So yesterday, whatever the storage account resource created, I deleted the storage account. Every day once your practice is completed, please try to delete the resource group. If you are deleting the resource group, automatically the resources, the services what you created under that particular resource group will be deleted. You don't need to delete individually. Okay. So we'll see if there is any resource groups available. I don't have any resource groups mostly. Okay. So you just don't worry about this. I will delete this network watcher RG. This is a resource group created by the system when you are creating the virtual machine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this resource group. If you want to delete this resource group, it will ask to enter the name of the resource group over here. Then click on delete resource group and then click delete. So there is nothing resource groups available. Now what I want to do, I want to create a blob storage. Blob is one kind of storage mode under a storage account. So first create a storage account over here. How to create a storage account? Storage account is one of the service available inside your Microsoft Azure. So click on the storage account to store any kind of data inside your Azure cloud. So simply try to create the storage account. Yesterday we have discussed about how to create a storage accounts and all the options whatever available. So now simply click on create storage account. So whenever you are creating any resource, you have to take the subscription under which subscription you are trying to create, and you need to create a resource group as well. I'm going to create my own resource group, that is e-classes, and to create a storage account name. I'm going to create the storage account name as a e-classes storage. So you should give all small letters. The data center, what I'm going to select to store my data is East US location. There are 2 kind of performance modes available. Yesterday we have discussed about these 2 kind of performance modes, and there are different kind of account kinds like a version 2 and version 1. And the version 1 is having some limited features compared to version 2. And the replication strategy and access type All the things we have discussed in the last session. How to create a storage account already we have discussed in the last session. So simply click on review create. Then create the storage account. After creating the storage account, then inside the storage account, what kind of storage mode you want to create. That depends on the kind of data what you have and what data you are trying to upload in the storage account. Then you need to select the storage mode over here. The storage mode I'm going to select is a blob storage because I'm going to upload some text files and some unstructured and some audios, videos, any kind of data. If you want to store inside the cloud like a blob, when you're uploading any file into the storage blob account, blob, it will convert your files like a blob. What is the meaning of a blob? A blob is a binary logic objects. When you are uploading, it will store like a blobs. All right. So, but when we are viewing that files what we have uploaded, but it's not a different format, but internally it will store like a blobs. So we created the storage account, and the storage account still it is under process, I think. No, it's created. So go to the resource, whatever the storage account is created. E classes storage is my storage account name. Under this storage account, we have 4 different kind of storage modes available. Which storage mode you want to create? I want to create like a containers. A container is nothing but a blob storage mode. Okay. Scalable means the size of the data what you are going. You don't need to define how much size of the memory you require to store the data. Scalable. Scalable means when you are uploading the data, automatically it will increase the memory allocation for your account. Okay. Generally in your on-premises systems, what will happen? You are going to purchase 500 GB or 1000 GB or 2000 GB hard disk size. But in this cloud, the advantage is the data what you are going to upload, automatically it will scalable. And also it's a cost-effective storage for unstructured data. So the preferable for unstructured data. For any kind of structured table format, you can go ahead with the tables. Okay. First, I'm going to create a container. So click on the containers. So create one container. Click on a container. So just feel container like a folder. Okay. A container contains many number of blob files. So I'm going to give this name as a employee container. So under this employee container, the public access level. So what kind of access you want to give? You don't need to worry about the access at this point. You just leave it the default one, private, no anonymous access. Okay. No anonymous access means when you have access on the storage account, automatically I don't want to give anonymous access on this container. So simply create a container. So once you are creating a container, inside this container you can upload the files. See, inside this container we can upload the files. So I have some files inside my desktop. Simply go to desktop over here, click on the desktop, and I have 4 files: emp1, emp2, emp3, emp1, emp2, emp3, emp4. So I have some files, text files needs to be uploaded into this folder, this container. Okay. So if you want to upload any files, just click on the upload. So just select what are all the files you want to upload over here. Go to the desktop, select the emp1, emp2 or any files, any kind of files you can
Ram, hello.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. Like, could you make that screen like maximize? Could you maximize that screen? Like it is showing very. Is it possible to maximize the screen?
It's already maximum, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Is the issue only for you or all other people also?
Oh no, I'm seeing like
I think for everyone, it's very small font.
very
There's
small.
a
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
option.
I think a browser you need to increase
To zoom
edit.
in. Sorry, we have option to zoom in, team. You can click on the plus symbol, which is on the right hand side of your screen.
Plus, okay.
Yeah, plus symbol you will have.
Is it related to GoToMeetings or
In GoToMeeting itself, we have zoom in option.
Within GoToMeeting.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right side you will have plus and
Right
minus
side
you
you
will have like with some right
just
side.
set to 90%. You will get.
finding that option?
Not in the portal. Not in the portal. Like you will get in the GoToMeeting.
Yeah, yeah, in the GoToMeetings only. Language support. Under the options. I don't see the plus symbol. Wait.
So let me share my screen.
1 second. Yeah. So you want to share your screen and show me?
Okay.
Can you tell me your name?
Kamala.
Yeah. I made you the presenter. Where is the plus symbol?
One second. When I was not on the presenter, I am able to get the plus and heading symbol in the right hand side of the screen. I can go
Yeah, right.
right hand side.
That I think you have to do individually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I cannot do that. Individually, when I'm sharing my screen, you guys are getting some zoom in, zoom out, that kind of option. Am I right? So I cannot
Correct.
change anything from my. So you guys have to do yourself the zoom in or zoom out, and there is a plus symbol and minus symbol is available. Got it? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to upload the files, whatever is required, and if any files with the same name is available inside this container, I'm going to overwrite the files if already exist. So simply click on upload. So the files are uploading into this container, and you can see the files whatever you have uploaded. So generally, while we are uploading these files into this Azure portal blob storage containers, we don't use this web browser. We have an application, a small application can be installed in your Windows operating system, and that application can be used to manage this Azure storage through your computer without logging to this browser, because when you are uploading the files or the huge volume of the data from your computer through this Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, it will take some time. So Microsoft has designed one application can be installed in your local machine, and that can be used to manage the storage explorer. Okay, so that can be used to manage the storage explorer. So simply go back over here. This is your container. Inside the containers, you have these many files available. And go back to your storage account level and go to home, or you can go to the overview, Under the overview, see we have the containers. If you want to see what are all the containers we created, simply go to the containers. Under the storage account, E class is storage. How to connect to a storage account through your application. So first install the application. Which application we need to install? That is called Storage Explorer, Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer. So through this Microsoft Storage Explorer, we can connect to this storage account. We can operate the storage account through this application. So I have installed this one. So how can we download and install the Storage Explorer? Simply you can go to Storage Explorer, Azure Storage Explorer, Cloud Storage Management. Click on this. Then we can download from here. A Storage Explorer, a free tool to easily manage your Azure Cloud Storage resources anywhere from Windows or Mac OS or Linux. You don't need to go to Chrome to upload the files, and you don't need to log into the portal. If you are installing this app in your Windows operating system, directly from this app only you can manage the storage account. So simply you can download now. So for which purpose you are going to do this one? On Mac OS or Windows, where you want to do, you can simply download it. And after downloading, then you can install this very easily. So I'm going to uninstall this Storage Explorer. Right click, uninstall. Where is the Storage Explorer? Yeah, Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer version 2. Just try to uninstall this one. I will show you how to do the installation of this one. And go and see inside your downloads folder already install the Storage Explorer. Or else you can download it. Yeah, it's removed. So I'm just downloading this. Oh, its name is Storage Explorer. Yeah, we have already downloaded the Storage Explorer. Anyhow, we are doing again, so no problem. I'm pinging this link, so please do right away on your machines. I just pinged that option inside the GoToMeeting chat, so please download that one.
Ram, is this for just to upload the files, isn't it?
So you can manage anything, not only for the uploading files, all the storage modes, your storage account, whatever the operations you are doing inside this storage in the Chrome or in the portal, you can do everything by using this.
Okay. Thank you.
You can create a blob storage, you can upload the files, you can delete the files, you can copy the files, and you can create a table storage, you can create a file share storage, queue storage, any kind of.
Any storage, all
It's
four.
making all four. Someone joined with the name Pavilion.
What was
Who is
it?
this? Pavilion. Someone a name with Pavilion. Just put your name properly, then we can understand who is joining, and then I will update it. Alright, so it's downloaded. Then we need to install this Storage Explorer. So what I'm trying to do, whatever the storage accounts we created inside the cloud, this is a storage account. A storage account contains 4 different kind of storage modes. Based on the type of the data, we can select. One is a blob, the next one is a table, the next one is a file share, the next one is a queues. So what we are trying to do, generally to connect to this Azure cloud, we are using a Google Chrome portal, right? So through this portal only, we are trying to connect to the storage through the internet. But what I'm trying to do, I'm installing one app that is a Microsoft Storage Explorer. Storage Explorer. Through this app, I'm going to connect to this storage account. And you can do whatever you are able to manage by using this Chrome. Everything you can do by using this storage account. Okay, all right. So it's downloaded, and simply try to run this one, the file whatever you download. So please do right away. So install for me only. Microsoft Azure Storage can be installed for you only or for all users. Requires administrative privileges. Accept the license and terms. Install. Click next. Click next. Definitely Windows 10 operating system is required to install this one.
Ram,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a query like what do you mean by that? Queues means what? Queues? I didn't get queues in that storage account. Queues in that
You're good
storage
with this?
account. Hari Krishna.
Oh, okay. So I think you haven't
Today
joined
only joined.
yesterday class.
Yeah, today only. Yeah, I joined. Yeah.
So basically, I have explained yesterday
Like,
session.
okay.
Queues means a kind of messages. We are storing the messages inside the storage explorer like a queue storage mode. The message you are sometimes to operate a system, you are sending the messages. Based on the messages, what it is receiving, your application will work. I have taken two examples. One is a washing machine and another one is a flight. So as per the messages, that application, whatever it is receiving, it will try to act. Okay. So those kind of messages you can store like in a proper order, and your application will read these messages from these queues. A queues means it's a queue storing the lot of messages in a order in a queue. That's all.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Thank you.
Okay, so how to establish a connection to this storage explorer from storage explorer to storage account? What is the authentication method? What is the authentication method we are following? While you are going to connect here through the Azure.com. So through the Azure.com, when you are connecting, you are just using your mail ID and password. But when you are going to connect from this application, the authentication methods are, there are 4 different kind of authentication methods available to establish a connection to storage explorer. I will show you what we have to. So just click finish and try to open the storage explorer. How to connect from the app Microsoft Storage Explorer installed in your local computer to this storage account. That is called a security. The security methods what we are following to connect to a storage account. There are 4 different ways we can do this one. So I'm opening this Microsoft Storage Explorer on my local machine. All right. Dismiss. And how to establish a connection to your storage account through the Storage Explorer. Simply there is an open connection dialog. click on the open connection dialog. So when you are clicking on the open connection dialog, the connect to the Azure storage, how to connect. So I'm going to connect to the Azure environment. These are the different methods we have. The one method is using Azure Active Directory, but we are not going to demonstrate the Active Directory. That is, the administrators will take care. The other methods, whatever we have, using a connection string, using a shared access signature, using a storage account name and key. So first, I'm going to use the connection string. What is the meaning of a connection string? We are going to your storage account. What is your storage account? My storage account name is e-classes storage. So I will go back here and go to the storage accounts and whatever you created. So how to navigate to your services or resources you created is, this is the way you need to go. To this top menu blade, click on the resource groups. The resource group what I have created is a e-classes. Under the e-classes, I have a e-classes storage. E-classes storage. Under the e-classes storage, the storage account is e-classes storage account. But where you can get the connection string of this storage account. The connection string of the storage account you can identify under the access keys. So simply click on the access keys. So you should be on this storage account level. My storage account level name is e-classes storage, and this is under the settings. You can see there is a access key. Click on the access key. You can find there are two connection strings. One connection string is this one, and the second connection string is the backup of it. Backup in the sense, when something happened for the first connection string, you can use the second connection string as well. So there are two connection strings are available. Which connection string you want to use? Simply select that one. So I'm going to use the first connection string to establish a connection to this one. So simply copy this connection string and you just keep in your notepad. So this connection string contains, what are the information it contains? What is your account name? My account name is a e-classes storage. And what is your account key? So every storage account contains a access key. So the access key is nothing but this one. This access key you can see over here. This is the access key. This access key also is a part of your connection string. See the same access key, whatever we have, this one, this access key, whatever we have, this is the one, same access key. It's a combination of your storage account name and the default endpoints protocol HTTPS, and endpoint suffix is core.windows.net. So I'm going to use this connection string to establish a connection. That is the one method. So select the use connection string, click next, and give connection string name over here. And you can give some name for the display name of your storage account. Then click next. See, this is the information. The name you are going to display like e-classes storage 1. Account name is e-classes storage. This is the account access key, and default endpoints HTTPS. Endpoint suffix is core.windows.net. Then click connect over here. So what is the storage account you just connected? E-classes storage 1. Click on this and expand the browser. So under this e-classes storage 1, there is a blob container, there is a file share, there is a queues. Under the blob container, I created one blob container. The name of the container is employee container. The name of the container is employee container. Under this employee container, if you observe over here, there are 4 files uploaded. Through the portal I have uploaded. And if you want to download the files, whatever you have inside your storage account, you can download the files also. So for example, I'm going to download this emp1 file, emp1.txt file. So simply select that file and click on the download. So automatically the file will be downloaded over here. under the test folder, I'm going to download the file. Okay, so successfully downloaded a file from this particular employee container emp1.txt file into this particular location. So this is how we are downloading the files. If you want to upload any new files, just click on the upload files. Do you want to upload the entire folder also? You can upload. Let's say for example, I have 100 files. The 100 files I have kept inside the folder. So instead of uploading individual file, at a time you can upload a entire folder as well. Okay, or you can upload individual files also. And you want to open any file, so the employee1.txt file I want to open and see. So in the storage explorer, whatever the options you have, those many options you don't have in the portal. Storage explorer contains more the options than Azure portal through the Google Chrome or whatever the Internet Explorer. So I'm going to open this file and want to see the data what we have inside this file. So click on the open. See the file, the emp1.txt file contains, this is the data structure inside the file. Okay, and do you want to create any folders? You can create a folders and you can organize the files into that folders as well. So at the time of uploading the files into the storage account, for example, I'm going to the e-classes. Under the e-classes, this is the storage account. Under this particular storage account, under this container, when you are going to upload the files inside the container, when I'm going to upload the files, it will ask to upload the files into a folder as well. Let's say for example, I'm going to upload the files into which folder you want to upload. That folder name you can give over here. See here, upload to a folder. Then what is the folder name you want to give? If I'm giving emp folder and selecting the files, it will create a folder and uploading the files into that particular folder. The same thing you can do inside the storage explorer. If you want to create any folder, click on the new folder option over here. What is the folder name? The folder name is emp. So click on the OK and it will create one folder. Until you are uploading the files into that folder, the folder will not be visible. I'm going to upload the files into this particular emp folder. Select the files over here. I'm going to select under the desktop. I will put SQL questions file. Open it. There is going to upload into this file. I will discuss about the blob types. There are 3 different kind of blobs we have. We will discuss them later. So a file has uploaded into the folder emp folder. Simply you can go back. See here in this container, employee container, we have emp folder and we have 4 files over here. emp1.txt, emp2.txt, emp3.txt, emp4. If you want to move these files, the emp1, emp2, emp3, emp4 files into emp folder. How to copy the files from this location to the emp folder? Simply you can click copy and go to the emp folder and you can paste over here. So it's transferring the files. If any files if you want to delete, you can delete from here as well. So I'm trying to delete the files whatever in this location. Click on delete. Deleted blobs will be permanently deleted. Consider enabling soft delete to retain deleted blobs. Are you sure you want to delete the selected? Soft delete means there is a possibility of recovering or roll back in the files what you have deleted. I don't want to enable the soft delete. Click yes. So the files whatever you are deleting from here, automatically in the portal also the files will be removed. See here. whatever the operations you are performing here, everything will be reflecting in your portal as well. It's refreshing. So we were using one of the method to connect to the storage explorer. What are the other two methods to connect? The second method is go to the open connection, use storage account name and key. So click next. What is your storage account name? My storage account name is E-classes storage, right? The storage account name is E-classes storage. This is the name of the storage account. If you want to see that, just go to the overview under the resource group E-classes. There you can see our storage account name is E-classes only. So just simply copy this E-classes, E-classes storage, and click on account name as a E-classes storage and the account key. The account key is nothing but under access keys, there are two keys available, key 1 and key 2, right? You can take either any key, either key 1 or key 2. So copy the key 1 and put the key 1 whatever you copied over here. All right, a name for this connection is required, so you should give this one. I'm going to give this as a E-classes connected by key. You can give different names. So what is the key 1 and key 2? Why they are making two keys over here? The advantage of having two keys is, for example, there are 10 applications. There are 10 applications connected to this storage account. This is the storage account, and inside that I have a storage account, and there I have 10 applications: app 1, app 2, app 3, app 4. All these are connected to this storage account to read the data from this file. To read the data from this file over here. So what happened? How they are connecting? By using a key 1. By using the key 1, I have shared the key 1 to all the applications. After some time, I don't want to give access to one of the application, app 4. How can I restrict the access to the app 4? How can I restrict access to the app 4? Because already you have shared the key. We have already shared the key 1. So I don't want to provide the access no more on this the app 4. I want to keep the access to only app 1 and app 2 and app 3. In that kind of situations, the key 1 whatever you have, you can regenerate the key. The key 1 you can regenerate. When you are clicking on regenerate, so it is giving a warning the current key will become immediately invalid and not recoverable. So whenever you are clicking on that, the key whatever you have, it is not going to use anymore over here, and all the applications will lose the access. So that's the reason what I'm going to do. I will share at the time we are regenerating the key, I will share the key 2 and key 2. But for this fourth application, I don't share any key. Then I will regenerate the key 1. Once you are regenerating the key 1, the fourth application cannot able to access, because the app 1, app 2, app 3 are already using the key 1, key 2. So they're able to access. So that will act like a backup or the secondary key when the first key is invalid. When you are regenerating the first key, the key will be changed over here. I don't want to regenerate. Okay. If you want to regenerate the second key, click on this key to regenerate. So this is how we can utilize the keys to manage to break the access to a particular application. So this is how you can able to connect to the storage account by using, so click on that, connect. So one more is coming here, see. So what is the third method of connecting to the storage account? The third method is shared access signature. The one method of the connecting is using a connection string. Using a connection string. The second method is using account name and key. And the third method is shared access signature. What is this shared access signature? This is some more detailed security. Means when you are giving a connection string or when you are giving a key, by default they are getting access to all the storage modes. Regardless of the kind of storage mode, they are able to access. But I don't want to give access like that. When you are giving a connection string or key value, they are getting on storage account level. Then obviously what inside the storage modes available, all they are able to access. And also once you are giving this connection string and the account key, until you are regenerating that key manually, they are able to access this. What I'm expecting, the client is expecting, he need access to only blob storage, and he wants to set up a expiry time for that key as well. Till 4 days. From today onwards, 4 days, afternoon 12 p.m. till afternoon 12 p.m. only they are expecting the access. Then after automatically it has to remove the access. It has to remove the access. So that kind of security if you want to generate, that is nothing but a shared access signature. So simply where you can go, just come down, you can see there is a shared access signature. Under access keys you can find only key and connection string, but under this you can go and select the shared access signature. So here you need to generate the access key signature, and also on this particular storage modes, blob, file, queues, table, what kind of permission you want to give, read permission, write permission, delete permission, list, add, create, update process, what kind of permission you want to allow also you can select over here. Okay, for example, I don't want this file queues, I just need only tables and blob, and I'm going to give allowed permissions all, and from what time onwards you are going to give this access, till what time you want to give, the date and the time you can select over here. Okay, and do you want to provide any IP addresses of the computers, only these particular IP address computers needs to be get access, then you can select that also. And allowed protocols, HTTPS or HTTPS, whatever you can select over here. Okay, so then you can generate the SAS connection string. Why it is disabled? Yeah, you need to select services and the container and objects. So once you are selecting, generate the SAS connection string. So it is generating a connection string over here. So there is a connection string available here, and this is a SAS token. It has generated a URL for blob separately, a URL for the table separately. So we are going to give for the app people, application people, to get the access to the table. They want access only to the table, then we will give this URL. If they want access only to the blob, we will give this URL. Okay. So how to connect to this storage account by using a shared access signature. So click on the next. What is the URI? So the URI means what you need to select. I think you need to you just select this one, this connection string, copy and keep over. No, this is not the one. Or you can copy this SAS token. No, that is not the one. Select this blob URI. All right. So I have taken this blob URI, and automatically from this URL, it is trying to pick the blob endpoint, file endpoint, and all those things. Okay. This is the table endpoint. Then click next. What are the permissions you are giving? Read, write, create, update, and expiry date, time, and the SAS token is this one, and display name is, you can give a different name for the display name. This is SAS connection e-classes. Click next. Connect over. So now you are getting blob and containers, whatever the access you have allowed on this one. Okay. So there are 4 methods: access keys, account connection string, and shared access signature. Shared access signature and the storage mode level you can give, can restrict. Also set a expiration date, for key. So what is the security method you are following for the storage account? If they're asking a question, we can give this answer. Either we can follow access keys, connection strings, shared access signature, nothing but SAS, SAS access level. Okay. So in the tomorrow session, I'm going to continue about what are the different kind of blobs available when you are going to upload the files. Okay. Click on upload files. See, there are different kind of blob types: blob, page blob, append blob. 3 different kind of blobs available. And then after table storage mode, file share, queues, tomorrow I will discuss. Tomorrow is the final session for the storage accounts. Then after I will start Azure SQL. Okay. So simply close this one. And the storage account will not cost much. Then I am just leaving as it is. So what are the questions we have till now? Any questions? No questions?
Are you going to show any other storage type other than blob, like tables?
Yeah, tables I will show you, and other 2 as well. But our more focus is on blob and tables.
Yeah.
All the 4 storage modes how to create I will show you, but the more demonstration we are doing on the blob and table.
Okay.
We are continuously using this blob storage until the finishing of the course. In all the
Blob.
scenarios, we use blob. Yeah.
Thank you.
So someone is asking a question, Ram. Container is like a folder in the storage account. Yes, we can say it's a kind of container is a folder you can organize, but again inside that container you can create many number of folders in the high level, but internally it's different bit. But in the high level, when you are viewing, it's kind of a container. It's a directory, and inside the directory you have subfolders, and inside the folder you have the files. The architecture of this hierarchy is there is a storage account. Under the storage account, we are creating a container. You can create multiple containers. In the single storage account, you can create multiple containers. Under a particular container, you can create multiple folders. Under a particular folder, you can upload many number of files. So that file we are calling as a blob. Each file is a blob. In other words, we are calling the container is a blob storage. So the hierarchy is storage account, container, folder, files. Okay guys, we will meet tomorrow and we'll discuss about the other topics. Thank you.